Good morning, Wheeler High School. This is Senior Master Sergeant Love of Air Force Junior ROTC with a 9/11 Remembrance announcement. I ask that you take the next few minutes to please listen. September 11th each year is known as Patriot Day, a national day of service and remembrance in honor of the individuals who lost their lives as a result of the terrorist attacks against the United States. We are called upon to participate in community service, ceremonies and activities, and to observe a moment of silence beginning at 8:46 Eastern Daylight Time to honor the innocent victims who perished. That was the time that American Airlines Flight 11 struck the north side of One World Trade Center, the North Tower. This Sunday represents the 15th annual Remembrance, and Wheeler Nation, we will take the opportunity today to remember together. It was a beautiful Tuesday morning, not a cloud in the sky, here or in New York City on September 11th, 2001. Colonel Hickes and I were in the class. Then suddenly, one of the coaches burst into our classroom and shouted, "Turn on your TV, a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center." We turned on the TV and saw the flight profile of the second plane crash into the South Tower. Colonel Hickes and I are professional airmen, and we looked at each other and knew that we were under attack. And through the twisted steel of the twin towers of the World Trade Center, the scarred walls of the Pentagon, and the smoky wreckage in a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, the patriotism and resiliency of the American people shone brightly on September 11th, 2001. We honor the nearly 3,000 lives lost who came from every color, faith, and station in life. We honor the courage and selflessness of our first responders, service members, and fellow citizens who served our nation and its people in the hour of greatest need. On that September day, innocent men, women, and children boarded planes or set off for work as they had so many times before. Unthinkable acts of terrorism brought tragedy, destruction, pain, and loss for people across our nation and around the world. We pay tribute and we reaffirm our commitment to the ideas and ideals that united Americans in the aftermath of the attacks. September 11th reminds us that our fate as individuals is tied to that of our nation. Our democracy is strengthened when we uphold the freedoms upon which our nation was built: equality, justice, liberty, and democracy. These values exemplify the patriotism and sacrifice we commemorate today. Having said that, I would like to recite a poem titled One. As the soot and dirt and ash rained down, we became one color as we carried each other down the stairs of the burning building. We became one class as we lit candles of waiting and hope. We became one generation as the firefighters and police officers fought their way into the inferno. We became one gender as we fell to our knees in prayer for strength. We became one faith as we whispered or shouted words of encouragement. We spoke one language as we gave our blood in lines a mile long. We became one body as we mourned together the great loss. We became one family as we cried tears of grief and loss. We became one soul as we retell with pride the sacrifice of heroes. We became one people. We are one color, one class, one generation, one gender, one faith, one language, one body, one family, one soul, one people. We are the power of one. We are united. We are America. And never forget, Wheeler Nation. Thank you.